Hello my friends, welcome to my studio. Today I'm going to be talking about fall colors, and so this is one of my favorite times of year for painting. So we're going to talk about color mixing in watercolors, how to get some of those colors, how you can use them in your paintings, and it's just going to be a fun and cozy video. So grab your paints, grab some coffee, let's get into it. So I'll do some Windsor red here. And I would probably take this more towards like a plum or kind of a dusky, beautiful violet color. So you can mix a little bit of blue in there. Do some ultramarine. Oops, I was doing. So this is kind of like that beautiful like berry color. You can dip your paintbrush in your water. Lose the dark value, lighten it up a little bit, even more. Add a little bit more blue to it. Maybe take it more towards purple just a bit. And then if I wanted to make it a very intense, kind of a cranberry color, I would add even more red to it. If you want to take down the intensity more, just grab some yellow, because yellow is the opposite color of purple. So that's just a slightly less intense value because I added that yellow to it. So there's some pretty kind of berry red colors. So let's move over towards more of like yellows and oranges. I would say yellow just in general kind of is a fall color. Almost any shade of yellow just feels warm and true, kind of that warm earthy feel. So let's see, I'll just grab some yellow to get started. And since this just feels like perfect fall color, I'll just drop it just like that. So you can do kind of more of a warm yellow. I have here Windsor lemon. So more of a cool yellow. And then if we wanted to make it more of like a rusty, kind of a rusty yellow, I would grab a little bit of red from wherever. Take down the intensity by adding a tiny bit of blue to it. Dip it in water, and I'm just gonna lighten that color value. Here I have on my palette yellow ochre, which is essentially a very similar color to that. But it's good to know how to get to colors if you don't have earth shades on your palette. You are still able to mix a color like this by mixing, orange and a little bit of blue. So pretty similar there, huh? Maybe we can do a color that's a little bit more intense. So just a little bit more orange in there. So adding some red. And I actually don't have an orange paint color in my collection. I almost always just mix yellow and red. You can buy orange paint color, but it's just so easy to get to by mixing that I just don't buy orange paint. Okay, so there's some reds, some reds at the top, some yellows, some orange. So pretty. Okay, let's do some greens. So with greens, I would say more of you can have more blue greens for sure. Blue greens definitely fit in the fall color palette, I think. But in general, it's gonna be more of like an earthy, warm, maybe olive green. So I'm gonna mix some of this green gold here with a little bit of yellow. So we'll try a couple different mixes here. So there's just a very warm, pretty earthy color. If you want to make it really earthy, I would say add a little bit of red to it. And that's just going to brown it up a little bit. maybe even more than I wanted. Still got some green in it. Let me try doing Viridian green. Let's see what we can come up with here. So getting some Viridian mixed here, just trying to activate this color. Come on. Viridian green sometimes is a little slow to start giving me color. I have to like really use my bristles to activate it. Okay, so some Viridian there with a little bit of red. Just some Windsor red. Definitely more of a cool green there. Let's try doing some Viridian green with some yellow. Okay, I'm gonna get more Viridian green. And then let's grab, what if we just grab some of this orange that I already mixed? And let's see what that looks like. Isn't it fun that, I mean, this is a pretty limited amount of colors we're using here, but just by mixing different combinations, you get so many different options. And then you don't have to just even mix 2 colors. You know this. You can mix 3, you can mix 4. Honestly, the more colors you mix for a fall palette, I think the more earthy, kind of desaturated it's gonna look. So here's that combo with a little bit of blue added to it. So my goal here is to actually not really even use my earth tones for the most part. Like I have these earth shades that already are perfect fall colors, but I really want to teach you how to achieve those colors by just using, you know, kind of more standard like primary, secondary colors. So those feel like really great fall options. A lot of times I just love to mix what I already see in my palette. When it comes to making fall colors, more desaturated colors, use what you already see. You're gonna get to such beautiful, beautiful colors. Watch, I'll grab some of this red, mix it in here, and let's just see where that leads us. You know, the more colors you mix together, the more brown shades you're gonna get, kind of that ochre, straw, fallen leaf color. Take a little more red here. I want to darken it up, so I'll add a little bit more blue. Get to some beautiful dark, warm brown colors. Just have fun with it. There's so many different colors you can achieve, and it's just a really great study. And what I did here is, this is just the back of one of my paintings that I didn't really want to do anything with, so I keep a big stack of not failures, but paintings that aren't successful, we'll say. I keep a pile of them in my closet, and so I just kind of reach for those whenever I want to do something like this. It's just sort of nice to have some test sheets to work with. And also, I know I already mentioned it up here, but you know, you can also just dip your paintbrush in water and lose some of that intensity in the paint on your bristles. So reaching back over here towards this orange color. So much fun. Oh man, love it. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. Just a quick little fall painting study, and I can't wait to see what you create next. And I hope you have a wonderful fall. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.